The 1 3/4 inch long tube headers in the natural finish are a great choice for any 08 and newer V8 Hemi Challenger owner who might be looking to take up their exhaust to the next level. Now, this particular kit gives you a classic, aggressive muscle car sound while delivering a pretty good increase in horsepower and torque figures. This is one of the more affordable options in the category. It's got a really nice construction that's corrosion and rust resistant, and it's a great best of both worlds situation. The 1 3/4 primaries are a good all-around size for both naturally aspirated and forced induction setups. They run a bit more than shorty headers, but they deliver a more intimidating sound and are great for top-end or higher RPM horsepower. Now, if you're in the market for a set of headers, long tubes are the way to go if you're looking for a good increase in power all around, but more so at the top end of the RPM range. Now, long tubes, as opposed to shorties, have a longer primary tube length, which keeps the exhaust gases separate from each cylinder for longer periods of time. The 1 3/4 inch primaries fuse into 3-inch fire cone collectors, and it comes with 3/8 inch laser cut flanges for a perfect fit on your 5.7. Now, keep in mind, guys, these do use a V-band connector at the end, so they're gonna have to work with the exhaust of your choice that has a V-band connection going to the headers. Now, that could be the proprietary JBA options that they sell for themselves, or it could be another option that maybe you get a little custom with at your favorite exhaust shop. Now, JBA, the maker of these headers, have a patented fire cone collector that smooths the transition between the volume changes within the collector. This helps maintain maximum exhaust velocity, resulting in a noticeable increase in power and efficiency that you won't find with some of the other headers. Now, the sound from a good set of long tube headers is unmatched too. You seriously get a loud, raspy, aggressive sound that changes the entire sound profile of the Hemi. Now, the sizes and lengths make a difference, but at the end of the day, long tubes are some of the best sound designers in the exhaust category. Now, when it comes to the size, the debate of 1 7/8, 1 5/8, and 1 3/4 inch primaries is one that's been beaten to death over and over on forums for a long time. Ultimately, the size of your long tubes could make very little difference, if any, while running a stock or lightly modified motor. Once you get into forced induction or heavily modified motors, then the long tube primary size will make the difference. The 1 3/4 inch being the mid diameter would be a good setup for any particular setup, being a naturally aspirated or forced induction, like I said earlier. Now, if you're running a forced induction setup, you might benefit from a little bit of a larger diameter primary depending on your setup. This particular set comes in right around $720, which is the more affordable end of the pricing spectrum. It's made of 409 stainless steel mandrel bent tubing, a good corrosion and rust resistant material, one step below 304 stainless. It also has a natural finish, which basically means it isn't polished or ceramic coated on top of the material, which helps to keep the cost down. If you're looking for something that's going to last the longest and you're willing to pay a bit more, look for 304 stainless options or ceramic coated headers. Now, the installation of this set of long tube headers for sure gets 3 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. You're looking at a day's worth of work, if not more, and you want the entire toolbox on deck for this one. It's something I'd recommend for the professionals or someone with serious experience under their belt. Now, keep in mind, of course, these will delete your factory catalytic converters and are meant for off-road or race use only. That's going to wrap up my review for the 1 3/4 inch long tube headers in the natural finish, which you can get for your 08 and newer V8 Hemi Challenger right here at AmericanMuscle.com.